What is up, my friends? Jason Morris here. Today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you need the 50mm 1.8 with an honest review of this Sony full frame lens. Make sure you stick around to the end and I'll give my honest opinion on this lens, and also please like this video if you could. That would be absolutely amazing. And also subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. And for those who've seen my videos before, then a very big welcome back. So coming at number 1, it's small and light. The 50mm 1.8 is a full frame lens and it only weighs 186 grams, which is pretty much the same size as my Samsung S9 Plus. It's crazy light and it's really compact, which makes it a great lens for portraiture or street photography. On the plus side with street photography, the Sony a7 III has a 5-axis in-body stabilization. So this will allow you to shoot at slower shutter speeds for better exposure under low light situations. The 50mm combined with the a7 III, it only weighs 836 grams, which is much more convenient to carry than a regular DSLR, but it comes down to personal preference anyway. So the 50mm is a prime lens, which means it has a fixed focal length. Prime lenses are generally more sharper than zooms, but it all depends on which lenses you go for. So the Sony G Master lenses are just absolutely superb, but the price does show what you get.
Hey shithead, that 50mm sucks. It's not even sharp. P.S. I am really pissed off you bought the Sony a7 III. Now you barely play with me.
Man, don't say that too loud. That sounds a bit weird.
What? That you used to know how to push my buttons?
Dude, you sound like a creeper. Just get over it. I'm better than you. You can't even focus your 50mm 1.8 because you don't have in-body focusing motor. I do. Suck it.
You have a stupid English accent, and my screen can flip out like a fucking boss.
I don't care for flip screen. I have a full frame sensor.
It's not about the size, all right. I am waterproof. Just ask Jason's wife.
Oi, what? What?
Dude, it's your fault for bringing a Sony into the family. You don't even have decent glass for it.
Yeah, I've got the 50mm 1.8. I'm talking about it right now.
You told me it was shit, not even sharp, and you regret buying it.
Yeah. No, I didn't. No.
Haha, someone's in trouble now.
Ha ha ha. Laugh out loud.
Shut up, all of you. One more word from all of you and I'll replace every single one of you. Simple as that.
No, you won't. Me and the 85mm 1.8 is your favorite and you know it.
Well, just... okay?
I have autofocus, so all of you can suck my...
Hey! Enough. Jesus. Just get along. The a7 III is staying. That is that.
You sold my crop sensor brother the Nikon D73-200 and the Nikon 1J5. Why? He had to make room for the Sony's fat Rs.
Oi. Just stop it. Not one more word from all of you. So, as I was saying, let's have a look at the sharpness and distortion quality on this 50mm 1.8. Once in Lightroom, I clicked on the lens correction option and it fixes the slight barrel distortion, but yeah, there wasn't actually that much. At the widest aperture of 1.8, you can see slight vignetting in the corners. Checking in close for sharpness just here, it seems to be pretty sharp, but it's definitely not perfect and it's quite soft when it comes to the corners. Stopping it down to f2.8, the vignetting begins to disappear. It tends to get a little bit sharper in the center and the corners are still a bit tad soft. We're at f4 now and it seems to have reached a very sharp center and the corners are also sharp, and it seems like the vignetting is starting to disappear. Same results as stopping it down to 5.6. It seems it's at the sharpest in the corners, and f8 is also just as sharp. Then we stop it down to its minimum aperture of f22, and obviously sharpness fades due to lens diffraction. And the vignetting in the corners have pretty much disappeared. You can see here from this first photo shoot I did, there's a little bit of chromatic aberration coming from the lens at a wide aperture of f.8. This can be corrected with the option in Lightroom also. So number 3, fast aperture. Having a wide aperture gives you a larger advantage when it comes to shooting in low light situations. Shooting wide open gives you the chance to keep those ISO levels down and potentially giving you cleaner, less grainier images. One of the best parts of having a nice wide aperture is that you're able to blow out the background to give you that sweet blurry bokeh. This helps you separate the subject from the background, which helps it stand out more. The closer you are to the subject, the more bokeh you will get. Number 4, street photography and portraiture. The 50mm is a great focal length for street photography. It's just the perfect length that you're not too close to the subject, but decent enough so you're not too far away. The only thing you can do to recompose is just move your legs. So it's a little slower than obviously zooming in to recompose, but it's pretty much the same effect. It's also great for portraiture as this gives you a brilliant focal length that is very similar to the naked eye. Lastly but not least, but price. This full frame lens only costs $248 USD. It's the cheapest native Sony Prime lens that you can buy currently. If you are into any type of basic style photography, I would recommend this would be one of your first lenses that you would buy because it's so cheap and it has much versatility. In conclusion, this isn't the sharpest lens in the market, especially at a wide aperture, and it packs a little bit of chromatic aberration and has slight vignetting around the edges. But for the price, you can't get a better prime lens for your full frame Sony. So there you have it guys, please like my videos, subscribe if you already haven't. My name's Jason Morris, and I'll see you next time.